Welcome to Vanilla Minecraft on the Omega Minecraft server. This is not vanilla. I just really needed some obsidian because I wanted to make a portal to the nether. I really wanted to find a fortress, but in this case, the world itself does not really feel vanilla mob-wise. There's basically no mobs that you could farm to kind of progress in this world. You're not going to see any gas, you're not going to see any blaze, but you will find some new things like this magmatic stone. That's what it's called, magmatic. I'm not sure what it does, but I took some. But I did find a fortress which was a lot closer than I thought it was. I was banking on hopefully finding a blaze spawn. I didn't find a blaze spawner. I didn't find any spawners. I didn't find anything spawning in there at all. There was some wart, which was good if I ever progressed to that far. And then there's one big thing I found in here, so it wasn't a loss. Saddles. Finally found saddles because I really wanted a horse. Which now, I can do that. And after I came out, there was horses that spawned in. Right? I don't know how they were there. It wasn't scripted. I didn't know they were there. So, hopefully I can find something good. I tamed two of these guys. And one of them didn't jump as high as the other. It wasn't the best jumping. But I just basically want this horse to be able to get around where I'm at right now, like here, around this area, because I run so often back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's kind of what happens. I just run back and forth, back and forth. I guess it's okay, but it gets a little tedious. But there is one thing, though, that's just really out there for me, is I need storage. That's the biggest thing. I don't have any shulkers. I'm not going to buy any shulkers. So, of course, somebody gave me ender pearls because I can't farm any of those. And then I made the chest, and then I went exploring. Found this blue spruce because I really like the leaves. And then I also found another village. And the only reason why I was excited about this is because this village had crops. And I was banking on finding carrots. Sure enough, there were carrots there as well. And this is kind of how I spend my time now, is just kind of off and on exploring, which was amazing. But I wanted to come and find a dry biome because the savanna. I was actually looking for a desert. I wanted giraffes. And for some reason, I got more than that. These African dogs, which were amazing. And then there's the giraffes here. Now, I can't catch those with these cages, with the nets. But these cages, on the other hand, let's just say that, yeah, that fits into that. I'm glad I don't have to tranquilize them because I don't have a gun and I can't craft it. But this was one of the most tedious things you could possibly do in this game. Now, as a non-hostile mob. Now, I guess if I hit it, then yes, it'd be hostile. I don't think I punched a giraffe. I don't think I punched one. I punched a few other animals, not on purpose. But the giraffe, no. It just won't go in there. Just won't. Supposedly, it's basically supposed to walk towards it. Like it just sucks it in, like it's Ghostbusters. And I did this for more than just a giraffe, and I needed a bunch of giraffes. But I also found I found so many animals. This variant of bald eagle was one, but there were so many different animals here in this savanna that I didn't know about. My first hornbill as well. So I don't want to push my luck. So I'm going to head back home, and a good thing for teleporting or TP. I was nervous doing this. I already heard the birds. I didn't want them to get out. I just had to sit here and name it. Boom. And this is how dangerous this bird is. I just literally placed it. And that's the kind of damage it did, like I did something to it. And then I also placed my first giraffes out of these little cages. I have no intention on taming any animal. Why? Because then I don't have to worry about the kibble or anything. I can just name tag them and they'll be here. And this is kind of that whole idea from the last episode where I dug this to where basically you can kind of feed them or they're right there. I was unsure if the height was right, but that's like perfect height there. But I have 3 here, I believe. Yeah, 3. Well, 1 wanted to stay in the cage. We'll say that. It just wanted to stay in there, and it wasn't there. Eventually, I had to quick click before it kept running into it. But I did walk around, and this was just perfect. Right there, face level. Right there. And there's really not much they can climb on. That's what I considered when I was actually decorating this stuff, because they climb on everything. I went exploring, though, again, and let's just say I had to make a waypoint. You see my waypoint there? I caught this opossum, and I think I caught another one as well. This grass has been just the bane of my existence on here. It's just trying to hit the animals without hitting the animals. So I get back here. And let's just say I'm excited to see hornbills. I'm just excited to keep capturing and capturing. Because I don't remember being so lucky with so many different or variety of animals together right now. But there was one other thing. I did find lions right here. And let's just say it started off well. It did. And this is how it started, is me safely catching the lions. Now the lions themselves, you see this here? It's one of those things that tracks. And I was basically banking on their face showing up right there in that. So when it's chasing me, it'll chase right into that cage. And then it'll catch it. Let's just say I did this successfully. I did it 3 times, I believe. 2 males and 1 female. I need some more females. But I took what I could get. And eventually I do make it in there. It makes, see, right there. That's how you do it. Unfortunately, I died to that cub that was right there. I accidentally hit it trying to catch it in the net, and it killed me. I lost everything. Everything. Besides 2 cages I left on the ground. And whatever I left in my ender chest from that cub. It was devastating, will say the least. Apparently, when you die, it drops your stuff in a angel chest, as it's called. And then I'm over 3,600 blocks away. It said I didn't make it and I lost all my stuff. Granted, this area wasn't spawned in, but still, I lost it all. I just grinded today and then just started over again with new stuff. But at least I still had my opossums, which I didn't realize I still had. I had 1 pick left. But I had the opossums because I wasn't sure if I had them on me. There was hornbills that I lost. Not too bad. But I was back to it. This is what I did. I mean, you can be upset, and trust me, it happens. RLcraft, I think, I learned a great patience with losing things all the time. And with survival, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want it to change. It's just one of those many risks and rewards that you get from it. And since it was a great XP farm there, I just did that for a while. You can see an enchanted iron sword, but I got me a new pick. Silk Touch. It's only efficiency 4, but it'll do for now. Mending on that. And then it's always a trick for me, for whatever reason. It's always these axes that give me the most grief, to where I always end up having to craft 2. See that? And then mending. like that. But I was ready to catch more. I was determined, so I made a bunch more nets. And I was going to use my ender chest for a bunch of those. Because I didn't realize, like, you just collect so much at once and don't realize it, how much you collect. And it's, on the server, it's pretty easy because you can't just go out and, like, kill spiders because they don't spawn in the world normally. Let's just say it's a little bit easier. But I'm back. You see that? You see the distance, 3,600? It's a long way. I couldn't find my way, but I saw those little red trees. What was it, cherry wood that I placed down right there in the center? You can see it above my, right there. I moved my death cursor, so I couldn't remember what part of that island was. But I came back, got my other 2 capture cages that I fortunately just left on the ground instead of picking them up. Went back, and then, interestingly, placed these lions, which my biggest concern was, how do I get my cages back? Because these lions are fast. They are quite fast, and they hit hard. I'm not sure how quickly they attack again, but I didn't want to find out. They do attack through glass, as I found out. So, if you're going to come to the exhibit, just don't stand too close to the glass, because they do. Is it going to attack me now? No, it's not tracking me. But it does. They do look really good in here. I'm not going to remove all the wheat, because I just used that until I found prairie grass. It's fine. I'm not going to replace it. I like it. It's going to stay there. And I just need some more females to go in there, which it'll be over time, I guess, when I find some more. Then I placed all these African dogs. Placed all of them. And these ones are cool. I like them. I did have a debate with somebody about, of course, he was unhappy with his zoo because the exhibits were so small. Of course, this is Minecraft. Some exhibits in certain areas are smaller. A lot of zoos don't have such a variety of animals as either. But with Minecraft, there's really no point of picking or making a giant exhibit. Why? 1, because the animals are generally not that big, and 2, they're not going to wander. They're going to stay in the same small little space area in whatever you put them in, unless it's just really, really small. But I got so much progress done here. It's been fun. It's really been fun. I mean, as a whole, this server is amazing. The FPS is great. But I am running out of iron. So I will be back to the grind again. And I will definitely catch you in the next one. And thank you for watching.